smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 23, here's second down and 9. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On third down, they go with Gibbs. A gain there of 11. Good for a Lions first down.
More often than not, Mike, when a team decides to keep the ball on the ground on a third and long like this, typically the next play is either a punt or a field goal. But give credit here to this play caller. He saw something in the defense, gives the ball to his back, and he's able to pick up big yardage and the first down.
On first down, it's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
20. Super.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. That is Omar Norman Lott there to bring him down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
What can they do here on third down and 7?
180.
Here now, a toss to Montgomery. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. That is caught down the field. It's worthy. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run here with the rookie. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
Throwing
10.
from the gun. Here's Patrick. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he's going to have the Chiefs' 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down.
For the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard
Right
line.
back to the air for Mahomes. He'll throw it left and has his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal. Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Raymond now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
You just don't see a lot of running backs given the chance to make those sort of plays, especially against double coverage. But he continues to come up big for his quarterback. He's going to continue to give him every shot in the world.
That one's out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Isaac Tesla was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Goff gives it to Gibbs. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Joshua Williams there to bring him down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Lions ball to begin the 2nd quarter as they come up now on 3rd and 7.
Hold on. Check.
From the gun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully.
At their own 11-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
At the 5-yard line.
Mahomes now back near his own goal line. He'll let one go down the middle. He lays out and makes a spectacular catch. A big play after being backed up. 52 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Now, Mahomes. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
14 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
First down throw, Mahomes. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
To the air once more. It's Mahomes. Alex Anzalone in there to bring him down. And that's his 1st sack of the year.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. It's It's a touchdown. There is a penalty marker down, but it looks like this one's going to hold up. And Butker on for the extra point. The Lions all their first time out. Butker now to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Chiefs move out on top, 14-0. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Conner.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who are very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
They'll run, and this is Smith. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
Second down.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now, Mahomes. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He'll get this one complete to Brown. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, 57, 57.
Now Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
2nd and 10.
Yellow. Yellow. 40.
And that ball incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will easily pick up the first down. They got first and goal coming up.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll run with Smith. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes. That is caught by the tight end. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have got to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
First down, Detroit.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11, and another first down. First and 10. Here's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That's Drew Tranquill in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A second down throw for Goff. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own free.
Really nice play here by the strong safety, and what's unique about this player is the position that he's playing makes him have to play deep coverage like we saw here, but also at times be able to get down in the box and be an extra linebacker. That versatility is something we're seeing a lot out of safeties in today's NFL, and you can see a big reason why.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelsey. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That pickup is good for 29 yards.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Mahomes now on second down. That's going to be pulled in by Brown. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. Right back to the air for Mahomes. And he'll take it on in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
This one taken at the 7. Now a hit, and he lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. We'll go play action with Goff. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. 35 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He pulls it in around the 5.
They have a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, manned up.
And he's in. Rashard Smith. Touchdown, KC. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Gibbs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Duffy. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Here's Butker now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs keep widening that lead. It is 42-0. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Laporta in motion. Off to throw on 1st down. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And mark him down up beyond the 30. They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. To the outside, that's St. Brown. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
At the 32-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown. 12.
On 2nd down, Goff. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
That's taken in. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
We go tonight. Like 20.
On 1st down, it's gone. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down. Laporta in motion. Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They'll try it now with Gibbs. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. They turn it over on down.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
And let's give them about 4 on that one. Amik Robertson's there to bring him down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way. We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete.
And the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off, and it's a turnover on down.
We go.
On the bootleg, it's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Ric Flair.
A run up the middle, it's good. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes third down.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Tonight. Like 20.
Throwing, Goff. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on board. Going to give the ball over on down. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Downfield. Is caught by Brown. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's number 5 tonight. And it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Mahomes. Open man downfield is Brown. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the outside, catch made by Worthy. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. Here's Pacheco, and he barrels his way into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
That's the score.
Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Like 20.
It's a toss play. Left to Gibbs. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2. Here we go. To throw is Goff. We'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal. It is a first down. Goff to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Mike Dana getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
He's going nowhere. Loses yardage on that play.
At the 22-yard line.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. He's got it about the 8. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked, back at the 5.
I don't hate the play call. The best opportunity to throw the ball down this close to the goal line is usually on 1st or 2nd down. Like, the issue here is the quarterback has to know, if my first read is not open, this ball needs to be thrown out the back of the end zone. You cannot take a sack this close to the goal line.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Mahomes back to the goal line and in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. Laporta in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So at this stage of the game, Mike, that whole sideline, they're looking up at that scoreboard. They see the donut up there, and they're saying, we've got to get something going. You become a little desperate. You start pressing. In this case, they try to push something downfield, deep pass, incomplete. You got to find a way to generate possessions while still searching for these big plays.
Second down, Montgomery. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a third down and 4.
Here we go. Hold on. Wait, 20.
They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery.
Brought down by Nick Bolton. A gain of a yard. It's now fourth down.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down.
Wait, 20.
That's going to be caught. And he will get the first down. They took a chance, but they convert on 4th and 3.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. That is George Karlaftis. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. From the gun, here's Montgomery. And some good blocking, springing a gain of 9 as we get to third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they